Welcome to ECN Trade Daily Video. Before we begin, it should be noted that any advice is of a general nature only and that your personal circumstances have not been taken into consideration.
Hello everyone, my name is Rob Clayton and thank you very much for joining me. Well, the Australian dollar bulls haven't hesitated this time in challenging the highs of the mid-September region around 68.85.95. Now that we've broken over above that is the 69 cent handle, does give further threat to the upside if we break above 69.25. As I feel this would trigger further stops. It most probably be a brief affair, as I feel the market will eventually sharply turn around and look back towards the downside. But it really depends on how many stops are up here and how far the squeeze can go. Because above 69.25, I see 69.70 as the next target. Support comes in around 68.60 minor and 25 beneath. At the conclusion of its two-day monetary policy meeting, the US Federal Reserve cut its key interest rates for the third time this year, but hit the pause button on future adjustments. But it really depends now how the market views where we move next, because we do still have to come tomorrow the US September non-farm payrolls number, which is released at 11:30 Sydney time. It is forecast at the present for 90,000 jobs in September, down from 136 previously. But from a technical point, I still believe the market will foul towards this level of 111.80 to 112.15. And overall, I'm looking back towards 111.15 and waiting for the challenge of this 110.65 trigger handle. Dollar yen briefly looked above 109, and after a quick look, it rejected sharply and now looks back towards the level of 108.40. From the rejection, I do believe from a technical point that the bearish divergence from the MACD and also the RSI does support the case to 108.40 to 107.85 and 107.15. Sterling hasn't really moved and still remains above the level of 127.85 and locked in this range of 127.85 to 130.55. And little to add to that, though the technicals are somewhat bearish. We're still in a minor downtrend, but I believe this pattern will break eventually to the upside, because gold overnight took the challenge to the downside and hit the base where the bulls were harboring from, which was at 1,481. From the rejection, I do expect to see further upside tests towards 97.01 to 1,512 to 14. Support at 89 and still firm at 81. Wrapping up with oil, the market took a slip to the downside but rebounded very sharply in front of the level of $54.45. From the rebound, I do expect to see further risk to the upside and look towards 56.40, maybe on towards 57.5. Well, that wraps up for today. Thank you very much for joining me. As always, look out for the intraday report and hope you enjoy the great start to this new day.